15 Secret Tips to Stop Overeating. Eating too much every once in a while is normal. People who compulsively overeat, though, may use food as their only way of coping with negative emotions. As a result, they often feel that their eating is out of control. They think about food all the time and feel guilty, ashamed, or depressed after eating. Some people who overeat have a clinical disorder called binge eating disorder, BED. Binge eating disorder is about more than food, it's a recognized psychological condition. That means people with the disorder will likely need a treatment plan designed by a medical professional to overcome it. In this video, we will provide you some tips which you should adopt. The good news is that by applying these tips you can stop overeating before it becomes a larger issue. But before we start, if you are new here or have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to be notified about our new videos. Tip number 15. Get rid of distractions while eating. Eating food while watching something or doing some activity has a bad impact on the human body. You should turn off any distractions around you, sit quietly, and focus on all the aspects of your meal when you eat. A review of 24 studies found that being distracted during a meal led people to consume more calories at that meal. It also caused them to eat more food later in the day compared to people who paid attention to their food while eating. While this habit might seem harmless, it may be causing you to overeat. Tip number 14. Eat your meal slowly. Eating your meal slowly is associated with increased fullness and decreased hunger and can serve as a useful tool for controlling your habit of overeating. Your stomach takes about 20 minutes to communicate with your brain that you are full from eating. So, chew each mouthful several times. Take time to savor the flavors and textures in your meal. Once you've finished a meal or snack, take a break to see if you're full before eating more. Tip number 13. Reduce stress which causes overeating. Stress is a major factor that can also make a person's diet overeat. So it's very important to find some ways to reduce stress from your life. Studies have shown that being stressed can lead to overeating, increased hunger, binge eating, and weight gain. There are many simple ways to reduce your everyday stress levels. Consider doing yoga, listening to music, gardening, meditation, exercise, and breathing techniques. Tip number 12. Make a plan of your daily meals. If you are concentrated on making your daily meal planned, it can help ensure that you have healthy ingredients on hand to prepare nutritious meals. In fact, one study in over 40,000 adults showed that meal planning was associated with improvements in diet quality and variety, as well as a lower risk of obesity. If a person is regularly planning his meal, it will help him to stick to the same easier regularly eating pattern, which has been linked to a decreased frequency of binge eating. Tip number 11. Drink a full glass of water before eating your meal. As the average adult human body is containing and made up of at least 60% of water, so you can imagine why it is encouraged to drink 8 glasses of water in a single day. Drinking a full glass of water before a meal helps to provide a sense of fullness, which reduces your hunger for more overeating as less food will be required by your body to feel full and satisfied. Tip number 10. Include protein and fiber in your meal. You know you need fiber and protein for healthy, permanent weight loss. You should never have your meal without adequate protein and fiber. Cut back on some of the cereal and have a Greek yogurt at breakfast. Make sure your salad at lunch has chicken. Tip number 9. Eat breakfast every day. Starting each day off with a healthy breakfast might reduce the risk of binge eating later in the day. You need to eat a good breakfast every day. A recent study found that almost 3,000 people who lost an average of 70 pounds and kept it off for 6 years, ate breakfast every day. Only 4% of people who never ate breakfast kept the weight off. So eat breakfast every day and do not eat food at least 2 hours before going to bed. Eating food earlier in the day prevents you from overeating. Tip number 8, lack of sleep. Insufficient sleep affects your hunger levels and appetite, and places a bad impact on health, causing overeating and unhealthy food choices. According to the studies, insufficient sleep also causes weight gain and a high risk of obesity. Lack of sleep has been found to trigger increased levels of ghrelin and decreased levels of leptin, leading to increased hunger and appetite. Before telling you other tips, do not forget to subscribe if you are new here. Give our video a like and share it with friends to help them having better life. Tip number 7, exercise the right way. The right kind of exercise can help you lose weight, help you maintain your weight loss, and it even controls your appetite so you don't overeat. So first, walk a minimum of 30 minutes every day. Wear a pedometer and set a goal of 10,000 steps a day. But you can do other stuff too. You can run, you can bike, you can dance. Just turn on the music and have a party in your house with closing the shades so no one sees you. Tip number 6, watch your alcohol intake. Drinking alcohol may cause you to overeat by lowering your inhibitions and stimulating your appetite. Having a drink or two with a meal doesn't have that effect. Having several drinks in one sitting may lead to increased levels of hunger. Another research found that college students who drank 4 to 5 drinks at a time more than once a week were more likely to overeat after drinking compared to students who drank 1 to 2 drinks at a time. Tip number 5, you should check in yourself. Are you one of those persons who finds themselves mostly in the kitchen checking fridge? If you usually overeat despite you are not feeling hungry, you should then check in yourself. You may be facing depression and boredom, which are 2 common issues that have been linked to the urge to overeat. Try taking on a new activity you enjoy. It may help prevent boredom and distract you from the urge to nibble. Tip number 4, change your environment. Making a tweak to your environment can return your focus to your behavior and give you a chance to make a more purposeful decision. If you always sit in a certain chair to eat, move it to a different place in the room, or sit somewhere else entirely. The environment has a huge impact on the cause of your intense and extreme overeating. Tip number 3, use a smaller plate. One trick you may be familiar with to avoid overeating is using smaller plates to serve you food and control proportion sizes. The Food and Brand Lab of Cornell University suggests eating healthy foods on larger plates to encourage consumption, while eating less healthy foods on smaller plates to trick ourselves into feeling satisfied with less volume. Tip number 2, you're craving comfort. A food craving is an intense desire for a specific food. This desire can seem uncontrollable, and a person may feel as though they cannot satisfy their hunger until they get that particular food. Try reaching out to loved ones and friends when you feel this way, suggest scientists. Tip number 1, avoiding last-minute food choices. When people make impulsive food decisions, it can be easy to pick nutritionally poor, calorie-dense foods. To avoid overeating, prepare or plan meals for the week or days ahead. At the same time, prepare healthful snacks, such as chopped vegetables in containers. Now it's your turn. Write in the comments section below which other health topics you want us to make video about. Click on thumbs up and give our video a like. Hit the subscribe and bell icons to be notified for our new videos. Please share this video with your friends to help them having better life. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video. Take care of yourself.